y'all, today I'm showing you my pumpkin spice cookies. They're super delicious and perfect for the fall. Ingredients you'll need. I've listed everything here that you'll need to make the cookies. Now first off, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. The first thing I do is I make some sugar and cinnamon dusting for the actual cookie dough. And I started off with just a quarter cup, and then I moved on to doing half a cup altogether. And I mix it thoroughly. I just realized I needed more than that, that's why. So I'm going to measure out the flour, and it's 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm putting it into a fine mesh strainer with a teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm just going to sift everything together into the bowl. And then next I'm going to take a whisk and just make sure everything is mixed thoroughly together. Into a stand mixing bowl, I'm adding 2 sticks of softened butter, and I'm going to whip it on high. Next I'm going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm using dark brown sugar here, but you can use light if that's all you have. And next I'm adding 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. And then I'm going to mix on high, creaming everything together. I'm going to scrape down the bowl. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of grated ginger. I'm using the jar kind, which is perfectly acceptable. You can use fresh if you like though. And now I've just cracked 2 room temperature eggs into a bowl. And then I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. And in between, I'm going to scrape down the bowl before adding the next egg. Now I'm adding the next egg, and I'm going to mix on high. And I'm going to mix until it's light and fluffy. You'll see it changes color. You turn off the mixer, and then I'm going to set it to the side for a moment. Next, I'm doing something that's a little strange, I guess. I'm pouring a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree on a dish towel, or actually it's a napkin, and I'm spreading it out evenly. And I'm going to put a dish towel over the top of it. I'm going to blot out some of the moisture and get it as dry as I possibly can, the pumpkin. And then I'm going to roll it up, them together. Again, getting as much of the moisture out. And as you can see, it's dried out. And now I'm going to add it to the dough in the mixer. And then I'm going to turn it on high. And now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Scrape down the bowl. Now I'm going to add the flour mixture. And again, I turn the mixture on low, always low. You don't want flour to go everywhere. And you're just going to turn it on for 8 seconds. And then I'm going to scrape down the bowl. I feel like this whole video is scraped down the bowl. I'm going to turn the mixture on again on low for 8 seconds. And I think I did it high for just a second to see if I could get everything incorporated faster. Yeah, I did. And then that's it. I turned it off. And now I'm going to make the cookies. And I used a silicone mat. You can use parchment paper. I used a half a sheet pan. And I used a 2-inch cookie scoop to make the balls, and then I toss them in the cinnamon sugar mixture. It actually gives it a kind of like a crackly, crispy outside, and it's very chewy on the inside. So it's really very delightful, actually. And I'm sorry if I'm a little low energy today. My cat did pass. I had to put him down. He had bone cancer, so I'm not feeling myself just yet. And now I'm going to place the cookies in the preheated 350 degree oven. I'm going to bake for 10 to 12 minutes in the preheated oven. I'm going to bring them out and I'm going to cool them on a wire rack. You can see they have that crispy kind of outside. They're so good. Incredible with a cup of tea. And then I'm going to repeat the process until all the dough has been baked. And that just takes a moment. This made, I believe it was 18 cookies because they're rather large. And again, I bring them out, I cool them on the wire rack. And this is what they look like. They're absolutely delicious. Again, they're perfect for an afternoon snack or even breakfast. I had it a couple times. To help our channel grow, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. And also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. We ask these things because the new AI program that's running the YouTube channel right now, it makes it a lot harder. Thank you all for your help. We post new videos 3 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Sundays at 11 a.m. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and we'll see you all then. Thank you all for watching our videos. We're so very grateful to you coming on by and tuning on in, and also to our subscribers, new and old, for supporting us and helping us grow. I leave you with some sounds of our garden, and thank you all, and be blessed.